Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Monmouth Green, where the Ladbrokes Summer Stayers Classic and the Gold Cup both continue this evening. We've got the semi-finals ahead of the 10,000 finals for each competition next weekend. A stat card again. We've some fantastic runners, 3 semi-finals in each competition. 2 greyhounds will qualify from each for the showpiece events next week. So we'll go through each of the semi-finals. The first one is race 3 tonight. It's the first semi-final in the Gold Cup. It involves Untold Euro in Trap 1, trained by Tom Helbron. Trap 2 is Romeo Crossfire, also trained by Tom Helbron from Newcastle. Righties in Trap 3, trained by John Mullins. Brett and Bridget is in Trap 4, trained by Carol Weatherall. Trap 5 is Antigua Eagle, who used to be known as Uma Hertig and was a finalist here in the past for Tom Elbron, a Category 1 finalist. Beaming Panther is in Trap 6 for Belinda Green. A stacked heat, difficult to call across the field, to be honest. But I'd imagine a quality race in store. The Summer Stayers Classic is next with the first semi-final of that, which is race 4 at 7:22 tonight. New Destiny of Mark Wallace is in Trap 1. Another Mark Wallace dog in 2. Kuna Crow. Havana Top Note for Elizabeth McNair in 3. Droopy's Clue for Seamus Carhill in 4, who was unexpectedly beaten by Culledery Dust last weekend, but can he bounce back with a win? Swift Depot for John Mullins in Trap 5, and Ballymac John Joe, another Wallace runner, in Trap 6. So Mark Wallace having 3 representatives in that race. Perhaps New Destiny being the one that is perhaps most fancied to go deep in this competition, but don't have a look either Cunner Crow or Ballymac John Joe either. I think if people were guessing, I'd imagine New Destiny and Droopy's Clue would be the 2 to advance, but you never know. There's always a surprise in these competitions, as there was last week with Droopy's Clue getting beaten. Gold Cup semi-final 2 is at race 5. It involves Romeo Steele for Patrick Janssens in Trap 1. Trap 2 is Aero Secundai, trained by Monmouth trainer Richie Taberner. Another Monmouth dog in Trap 3 for Brian Thompson is Vixen's Filofax. And as is Trap 4, Nathan Hunt, Seaview Sydney. Nathan Hunt had a fantastic first round across both the Summer Stayers and Gold Cup, having 4 winners across the 2 competitions. Cullivanny Mercy for Angela Harrison, who was a heat winner last weekend in Trap 5, and then Churchfield Seed, probably the best performer in the heats for the Gold Cup last weekend, is in Trap 6. Summer Stayers Classic semi-final 2 involves Miami Bullet for Paul Young in Trap 1, Baywatch Bullet for Belinda Green in 2, the local dog Aero Aaron for Richie Taberner in 3, Mad for Sterling for Mark Wallace in 4, Culledery Dust for Nathan Hunt in 5. Another big story last weekend, setting the quickest time in the Summer Stayers Classic, was Culledery Dust in beating the 1-7 favourite at the time. At the off was Droopy's Clue. So Culledery Dust hoping to follow on from last week and advance to the final. And then King Coombs, the Elizabeth McNair dog, in Trap 6. The third and final semi-final in the Ladbrokes Gold Cup. Cunningar User for Nathan Hunt in Trap 1, Ballymac John for Mark Wallace in 2, Iceman's Girl for Nathan Hunt in 3, owned of course by the darts superstar Gerwin Price. Annual Atticus for Paul Young in Trap 4, Romeo Jackson for Tom Helbron in Trap 5. Was a distant second behind Churchfield Sid last weekend, but still set a quick time, so maybe keep an eye out on Romeo Jackson. And then New in Benny for Derek Knight in Trap 6. The final Summer Stayers semi-final is at 20:31 at 8:31. Queen Georgia for Liz McNair in Trap 1. Tricky's Matilda for Robert Holt in 2, a heat winner last weekend. Gary the Yard for Belinda Green in 3. Savannah Jackpot, who was also a winner last weekend, for Diane Henry in 4. Havana Lover for Elizabeth McNair in 5. And then the final semi-finalist that we're covering is Noir's News for Seamus Carhill in 6. We've also got the Peter Milligan Memorial Trophy getting underway tonight, a Category 3 competition. There's 2 heats in that, a 480 puppy event. And we've also got the Mamba Dogs Dash, which is a 264 metre sprint competition. Again, 2 heats in that and 3 dogs advancing from each into next week's final. So our doors open at 5:30 this evening. The first race is just after 6:30. Hopefully you can join us for it. If not, enjoy from wherever you're following, and have a good night.